Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99, back with another video here, man. This video here is just a thought that's kind of been crossing my mind for a while, and I kind of forgot about it. But shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV. It kind of, made me want to do this video. But as you know, recently, Kell Brook and Amir they're potentially talking about putting a fight together on the Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua card on December 7th in Saudi Arabia. That's not the fight that I really want to talk about. I just kind of want to talk about these fighters as individuals. But first off, I got to say my opinion on the fight. I think they should just go ahead and make it happen at this point because, both these guys, they really suffer some serious wear and tear, and that's what I want to talk about. And at this point, they really need to get the checks from wherever they can against, a safe opponent, which would be, looking at, the opposite, Amir Khan, Kell Brook, they both suffered some very severe damage, and I feel like they're kind of on an even playing field. I think Amir Khan has a few years taken off of him, but I think these two really just need to face off because at this point, to me, they're not really fit to take on anybody else. Amir Khan, he went on to fight Terrence Crawford, and you see what he did mentally. He got broken down, and he just quit. So I really think that's not where he needs to be. He doesn't really need to be in the championship level, disrupting the champions now. He shouldn't even really been a choice for Terrence Crawford because even if he did win, let's say if he did beat Terrence Crawford or upset him by a close fight, that would have just set him up to really get severely hurt again by somebody like Errol Spence. Say if Kell Brook was to fight Terrence Crawford now, which is another fight that's, being talked about, that would be crazy too, because let's say he upset somebody like Terrence Crawford or, came out, beat Terrence Crawford by a good fight and then went on to fight Errol Spence again, he would get severely punished again, So if either of these fighters were to put themselves in a position to fight the elite again, it would just kind of damage themselves. So that's kind of how you have to measure fighters and look at what type of physical damage they are, what type of fighters, what type of age they are in boxing years, to kind of separate them. There's money guys at some point, and then there's the championship guys, like Spence, Crawford, Porter, all these guys are the championship guys, doing their thing, whereas Khan and Kell Brook, they're the cash out guys. Manny Pacquiao, he's teetering, he has that belt, but he's kind of a cash out guy now to me, where Khan and Brook, they can't really do anything else but just face each other, So if they want to do the fight on December 7th, just get it out of the way because all they really have now left is their UK fan base and me. I am a hardcore fan to a certain extent where I just want to finally see them two get it over with, kind of get their rivalry out of the way, and that be it, So if they want to go ahead and do it on this card, this is the last chance for me. After that, I don't care. I don't really care what they do. So they really need to go ahead and do this, make that money, ride off into the sunset, maybe fight two, 3 times if they want, but stay out of the way of the other welterweights and just do their thing. So if they do this fight on the Ruiz Joshua 2 card, I'm down for it. So yeah, again, shout out to Blue Blood for putting that news out there. But what I wanted to talk about, man, when I just saw these two again is I really feel like Kell Brook and Amir Khan made 2 bad choices. They really did. They really made 2 bad career choices that really kind of messed them up and kind of messed up their chances of, being champions, for today, being consistent champions. They really messed themselves up. And I'll tell you what fights messed them up. And you know what fights I'm talking about. Kell Brook going off to fight Gennady Golovkin and Amir Khan going off to fight Canelo Alvarez back in, 2016. That was a point where these two really needed to meet at that time. 2016, 2015, 2014, Kell Brook and Amir Khan were always going at each other, talking about fighting. That was the fight that needed to happen at 147 then because they were still fresh. Kell Brook, he was on the scene. He had upset Sean Porter in many people's eyes and, won that majority decision, got the IBF belt. And he kind of had my eyes on him because at the time I felt like Kell Brook was this, good, scrappy boxer. He was very, very textbook, simple boxer, but at the same time he was very strong, and at times he could be very offbeat and very simple at the same time. Trouble. I felt like he could upset a lot of people at the time when he was still fresh at 147. And at that time, Khan, he was with Virgil Hunter for the first couple fights, like against Collazo. I felt like Amir Khan would have had a good style to mesh with Kell Brook because, you know, he was fast on his feet, you know, had the fast hands. And around that time, you know, Floyd Mayweather had just come off the Maidana fights. I wanted to see Floyd Mayweather fight either one of these guys after the first Maidana fight. You know, I didn't really want to see the Maidana rematch. I wanted to see him fight Kell Brook and become the undisputed welterweight champion at the time, you know. But at the time, I wasn't going to lie, I felt like Kell Brook was going to give Floyd Mayweather a tough fight at that point, you know, after the Maidana fight. But that's how tough I felt like Kell Brook was at the time before this, you know, Golovkin fight. And Amir Khan, you know, I felt like he still had the goods before the Canelo fight. So anyways, man, like, back to what I was saying, like I said, at that time, around that time period, I really felt like these two needed to face off then. And I felt like it would have been a fight of more substance. You know, I felt like it would have been more of a substance fight where it would have put on a good rivalry and, you know, they could have really seen what they really had. But instead, but Kell Brook, he wants to go off and fight somebody like Triple G. He wants to move up to 160 and, you know, face somebody like Triple G, which he did. And a lot of people were saying, oh, he got the balls to do it. He got the big balls. He's brave. He's tough. I mean, what are balls, man, if you're not coming to actually win and you come out getting really, really damaged? You know what I mean? Like, he took the fight, gave Kell Brook like, what, 4 or 5 rounds? You know, it's not really, you know, 4 or 5 rounds and, you know, a couple of good little moments where you could say, oh, middleweight would have, a true middleweight would have capitalized. But other than that, he got his eye socket broke. You know, he went up 2 weight classes against a guy he shouldn't even been in there with. You know, of course, the money was big, but if he would have offered to fight somebody like Amir Khan, the money probably would have been bigger. You know, he could have fought Amir Khan 2 or 3 times and maybe got big money, you know. And instead, he goes up, sacrifices his O against somebody like Triple G, damages himself, and then moves back down to 147 against a guy like Errol Spence, which he made a competitive fight for so long, got damaged even more, which I felt like Errol Spence probably wouldn't have broke that eye socket the way he did if Kell Brook had never taken that Golovkin fight. That's how I feel. I feel that really damaged him and messed him up. And, you know, it kind of just put a different light on him now. Like, I don't see him as the same fighter. I don't care how long he keeps fighting or trying to come back or how many wins he's getting. You know, if he steps in there with the elite guys like Errol Spence or Sean Porter at this point, you know, they'll damage him even more. They'll damage him, man. So I really feel like he just messed himself up when he took that Triple G fight. You know, it wasn't really for any good. You know, like I said, trying to prove yourself, you got the balls. I mean, you're a boxer already. You don't really have to prove anything to nobody. You know, you got the balls to be a boxer and get in the ring. So that was enough for me. I didn't want to see him move up 2 weight classes, take on a mismatch like that. Going to Amir Khan, same deal with him. We're talking about a guy with a porcelain chin. So why would you even move up and fight somebody like Canelo Alvarez? Sure, okay, you make this fight, you get so-and-so amount of money. Again, you could have got this money fighting Kell Brook. You know, you could have got the same amount of money on a more fair, even playing field. But instead, you go in there, outbox Canelo for like 3, 4, 5 rounds. But everybody knew this was going on. It was only going to be a matter of time. Like, I saw what Amir Khan was doing against Canelo for so many rounds, but I was like, here it goes. It's coming. It's coming. The minute he started hitting Amir Khan with body shots, slowing him down, the big right hand comes, damn near kills Amir Khan. Again, another fighter who got years taken off of him for no damn reason, you know, just for money or just to prove he had balls. Guys say, okay, he went in there and fought Canelo at 160, something Mayweather wouldn't do. Well, Mayweather's not going to lose. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going in there to get himself killed like that. You know, he still has a skill and he knows where he needs to be. But somebody like Amir Khan, you went in there against Canelo, got like maybe 7, 8, 9 years taken off your boxing career, you know, just for a bag. When you could have did that against somebody like Kell Brook. So that's what I'm saying, man. Like, just looking at these two guys and the bad business moves they made, the bad career moves they made, you know, it's something that a lot of young fighters have to look at. You know, sometimes I like what some of the younger generation is doing as far as, you know, making good career moves, as far as what they make, as far as their money. But I still want to see guys take on challenges, not mismatches, not pure mismatches. Come on, like guys like Canelo and Kell Brook know they had no business being in there with a guy like Canelo or Triple G. You know, there's proving yourself you got heart and balls, but then there's just when you're stepping out of your realm, especially for a guy like Kell Brook. Kell Brook, he probably, let's say Kell Brook, he's a big welterweight. You know, he is a big welterweight. You know, he could definitely potentially move up to 154 with that body, but, you know, moving up to fight a guy like Golovkin on your first fight was just like a stupid choice. It was very stupid. You know, like he could possibly do it, you know, after maybe 3, 4, 5 fights, you know, if he did it the right way. But you could tell the way he took the fight, it was just for the bag. You know, he went straight from 147 when everything was good. You were undefeated. You had a belt, but instead you go up and just jump in there with Golovkin and, you know, waste everything. You know what I mean? And then you got to look at a guy like Amir Khan. Amir Khan, you know, we know the chin is, you know, like I said, the chin is awful, man. So why would you risk money by going in there against somebody like Canelo Alvarez? You know, at least when you fought Danny Garcia, you were on an even playing field. Yeah, you just got knocked out. You know, you were still outboxing Danny Garcia, but you know, he caught you. You know, at least you continue to fight at 140 or 147, you could probably still last a little bit longer. But, you know, just moving up to 160 really, to me, did more damage than any other fight at 140 or 147 could have done, man. But I just looking back at these two, man, I just feel like they really made those bad choices. And I feel like a lot of young fighters out there need to be able to balance what's a challenge and what's really out of your realm and what's a mismatch. You know what I mean? I know there's the obvious stuff like, okay, somebody like Callum Smith moving up to fight Deontay Wilder. Okay, that's for sure a mismatch. But there has to be a point when your trainers, you know, your trainers, your cornermen, or your family is telling you like, okay, man, like you might not want to take this fight. It might be 2 or 3 weight classes away where you could look like you can make it, but if you want to do it, let's be calculated about it. You know, let's not just jump in there. You know, it's like Virgil Hunter when he had Andre Ward fight Sergey Kovalev. You know, he knew they were moving up a weight class, just 1 weight class, but he was like, hey, we got to make sure we do this right. Let's take 2 fights first. You know, let's get our body right. Let's get our strength right, and then we'll take him. You don't just jump straight in there 2 weight classes up and take on the middleweight champion that's a killer. You know, that's just not done like that unless, you know, your team just thinking about the money. So, yeah, man, like I said, that was just something that just crossed my mind, just a video I've been wanting to do and just talk about how, you know, I felt like Amir Khan and Kell Brook kind of messed up those things. You know, I mean, shout out to both of them because, I mean, they did put on some good fights when they, you know, they do come to the ring and fight, you know, even before they took on these career damaging fights. But I really feel like at this point, they just need each other. They need to just get the fight over with. You know, don't stay in the game any longer against anybody else. Just do their thing, get their bags, and then ride off in the sunset, man. Because, like I said, they're definitely not elite-level champions anymore. They're not going to hold. They might win a title here or there, but they're not going to hold on to it, or they're not really going to answer questions about the welterweight division at this point, man. So I don't know where they're going, if they're going to do this at 154, 147, man. But, yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got in this one. I will say this in closing, man. I will just say that, yeah, again, shout out to Blue Blood. I definitely want to just go ahead and see this fight get over, you know, make this fight, get it over with. And if they do it on the Ruiz-Joshua 2 card, that might, you know, bring more attraction to it. But, yeah, man, again, that's all I got in this one, guys. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about Kell Brook and Amir Khan? Was it those fights that really damaged them and messed their careers up? Or was it just Khan's glass chin anyway? You know, I'm just playing. But, yeah, man, like, again, around that time, back in 2015, 2016, the card that they should have made was Amir Khan, Kell Brook as a co-main event, while Triple G and Canelo fought on the main event. That's how it should have went down. You know, that's how it should have went down. But you know, what do I know? I'm just a boxing fan, so I don't know shit. But, yeah, man, guys, that's all I got. So, guys, again, leave your comments in the comment section. Make sure y'all subscribe. #CB99Talks. I'm out. Peace.